Doggy's dinner time. So, which one do I want? I don't want that one. I want that one, I think. Let's just play this, guys.
The insurance companies know that if you don't have a lawyer, they can settle your case for only a third of what it's worth. They know which firms settle and which firms go to trial. Never settle for less. Serious injury, get a serious litigator. Golden Law. Was it road rage? Were they on their phone? Did they attempt to use the truck as a weapon? Serious wrecks need expert representation. The Golden Law team is built of attorneys who defended major insurance. Then you get serious litigators. Golden Law.
Just a second. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on, so I'm just trying to get used to everything. Let me just mute that 1 second. Let me come back to here. Why is this not playing? Right, it sent me to this and now it's not doing anything. Well, that's not so great, is it? Why is this being in pain in the bum? Well, it sent me here and it's not playing it. Well, okay. Oh, doing something? Is it my internet? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. I think my internet is going. You've got too many tabs open. Okay, so let's just scroll down here. So as you can see, as of today, the search has been resumed. Now, they were supposed to give an update, apparently, and they haven't. This is it. They're just saying that the search for this guy has resumed. Oh, no, what have we got here?
It kind of feels like you're standing next to an open oven. I mean, even like last night, walking home and it's dark, you can feel the heat coming from the road.
Our planet has a problem. It's killing more.
Coming up on the race weekend, the biggest moment left before November.
How about no? Now, obviously for those, I think most people kind of know what's been going on, but yesterday there was an incident, and this was in and around in the Kentucky area of the small city of London, or just outside on the highway, or the I-75. Obviously they're very different, they're labelled very differently to our roads over here in the UK. And yesterday there was a lot of air searching in and around the area, and the point where the shooting had happened and 5 people got injured. They are said to be in a stable condition. I think 2 are said to be quite serious, but they are currently stable. So nobody has currently lost their lives at this point, which is great. But obviously he is still on the loose, and they have been searching for this guy, and then they stopped quite late into the evening in over there. Obviously for us it was like 6 in the morning ish, but obviously it was dark. But they say they have him, they think they have him sort of contained in an area. However, they still don't have him. He's still wandering around out there. Let me just go to the comments. Hey, Queenie. I'm trying to get my head around using the old thing here still. Because obviously TikTok's the jam, innit? Let me just stop sharing that screen because I wanted to show you that video, but it's not sharing it now. So this morning, the latest update is basically they've literally recommenced. Now I've seen people saying that they're a bit disappointed that they're not getting updates, especially people that are living in the area. I do feel like they should be getting updates just to reassure them. Now, there was a press conference with the mayor this morning, and not this morning, last night before it ended, and he was saying that basically, you know, people are safe, and it's kind of like, well, there's a guy out there with a weapon. Are you sure about that? Like, I personally wouldn't feel safe. I don't know about you guys. One that was airlifted was shot in the face. Yeah, I saw there was one that had been shot in the face, and that's life-changing, isn't it? Like life-changing injuries when you get shot in the face like that, or you have a chemical thrown in your face like that. I want to pull this. I want to pull the flight radar up again. Let me just share that screen. So let me just, because I'm still trying to navigate this stuff on this YouTube. So now today there isn't anything up in the air unless they are up and they are tracked off and they're not actually visible on here, which is always a possibility. Hang on. This bloody thing. Ow. Sorry, guys. So from what I'm hearing, that's Adeline. She's just saying, hey, I'm here. I'll leave. I will go in that other room. Just put the radio back on as well. So we've got the scanner on as well, but from what I was understanding, from what I was seeing other people covering, because obviously I didn't show this on my TikTok last night, we were just watching it, weren't we? Trouble with this is it will zoom super quick and then I won't be able to see everything. So as you can see here, this is the area on the point where the incident initially took place. Well, let me just come down a little bit. See what I mean? And there was a lot of helicopters stuff going on here last night. Now I'm just going to zoom in for the purposes of, like, you can see the terrain. Like, I think you get the idea, but I just want to show you what they're kind of dealing with this terrain. I'm going to fire up. Adeline. Oi. Do you? I will. Sorry, guys. She's had surgery and she's in here with me. Anyone want to die? Have they? Well, see, I've been looking and Adeline! Oi, lady! Hang on, I'm just going to mute a sec, guys. Bloody is very cool today, honestly. Sorry about that, guys. Been very vocal today. Let me just pull this map back up again. So I've been looking on and off at this map, and I've seen some other creators. Oh, there's that might make my life a little bit better. And I've seen other creators looking on and off this map, and they've not seen the helicopters. But I mean, you know, like it could turn your eye. But there's nothing. Like if you look in the airspace, why has that gone that stupidly small? Like I'm used to the app. I'm on my MacBook. Not my MacBook, my MacBook Air, yeah. And it's a nightmare. But I've not seen anything, but I know that they're obviously everything. Right, so I want to come back this way, don't I? So here is where it all started. Here is where we were zooming in or flying around yesterday. But look at the terrain. Like, there's so much foliage, so much greenery. I don't know how they can say that these people, you know, that they've got him contained. Like how, like what information are they using? Obviously they must be using something. But as you can see, the airspace at the minute is relatively clear. And I have seen aeroplanes in the air, but I've not seen helicopters. I don't know who this dude is in this corner here. So, what's so the last update, try not to interfere with the radio. So they're saying approximately. It's going to let the radio do its thing because every time I open the mouth, the radio kicks in. They're all very vocal today. So the last post last night, which was 11 hours ago, was saying that at approximately 1845, the London Laurel County 911 Centre advised units of the active shooter in the area of the 49 exit on Interstate 75. Law enforcement was requesting the use of a drone to help set the wooded area of the incident. They also requested the use of an MOC1 command post to help coordinate the efforts, which I believe was... Where's the interstate bit gone? Oh no, zoom in here a little bit. Was near that Wildcat Road area. And now, like, this is Laurel Road. So I've gone in way too far now. This thing's so sensitive. It's either not fast enough or it's too zoomy, not zoomy enough. I don't like it. I much prefer the app because then I can use my fingers to zoom in and out. But the command post was further up there. The radio's a bit more active now because when I was listening in earlier, I've been listening through the day and it's been on and off quiet. So I was catching up with other streams from like last night because we were zoomed into JLR Investigates for a bit and then we went to Agenda Free TV And then it was, I kind of felt like it was obvious that there wasn't going to be much happening. So we hunkered down for the night, and then I woke up and the plan was that they were going to come back out today. And obviously they are, but not much updates has been given. And I kind of feel like if you're in the area, you're in the local area, you're going to want those updates, aren't you? Personally, I kind of feel that would be, I would want the updates. I'd be really nervous. I know that this mayor person is like, yeah, you're safe. I kind of feel like if there's somebody on the loose with a weapon, I'm going to disagree with the safe thing. I'm just going to post this out. But every time I open my mouth, like the radio kicks in and stuff, so. The dog's throwing her bed around now too. She's like, sod this. I've just made that for you, lady. Let's go through some of the. So I'm not seeing any helicopters there at the moment. I kind of want to like zoom out a little bit just so I can see if there's. I had to do this early because I was like, helicopters. Is there actually anything in the sky? Just so I can prove to myself. So yeah, there's aircraft in the sky. We need to be down here. But there is an aircraft, but there's nothing here. But if anyone knows of anything different or any links to anywhere different, do let me know. Right? Because currently there isn't. Yeah, in it. It's just, for me, it would be the not knowing. Like, I know they say that they've got him contained, but I'd be wanting to know, like, more information about what information that they're using to say that they've got him contained. Now, apparently, his mum has been defending him. Let me just bring in. Let's go back to the Facebook sheriff's office. But apparently, the mum's been defending him. Like, I don't know why. So this obviously is like the area of command post. Adeline's going to get very vocal in a minute. So there is actually different pictures of it, which I will be able to show on TikTok. So someone's put, as you can see, Mayor Randall Weddell. Ongoing investigation, many things being reported. I personally only know of one shooter. When the statement was made individuals or individual, we weren't certain of this, so that's why it's framed that way. Why is the police not giving these updates? No north. Mayor Randall, does it mean he's contained in the area? What the hell? Now, apparently there was a couple of people injured as a result of the actual cars being halted. Oh, these have got in conjunction with everything that's gone on because they look old. It's like every time I open my mouth, the bloody thing kicks in. But that's not the best picture of him, I'm not gonna lie. This is from yesterday. No, I don't want to send them a message. Hey, I'm in the UK, I have questions. This mama is worried. I know she is good with people and safe in a room underground and is protected the best she can be, but I want her home. We want this over. I haven't posted all night because of everyone posting about their experience and what they have went through. And this has honestly been watching the news, listening to the Scanners YouTube, but my daughter is there in the area and I can't go to her and she can't get home. It's not safe to be out of the house. And here's the thing, like they were saying, not to fire weapons and stuff because you could end up shooting one of the emergency services. And like when I was live last night, there was people in my live saying I kind of feel like that's an officer down kind of noise. Like I kind of feel that people sat out on their porches and hearing gunfire puts those other people like this. And obviously this person's just saying they want to get to her, but they can't. And that's the thing, isn't it? There's the people on the outside knowing that there's people on the inside, but they can't reach. So this is another picture of this dude. Like he looks in some pictures on the thumbnail I made. He reminds me of Chad Dorman. I said this last night. He gives me Chad Dorman, like he looks like him. But in this picture, he looks completely different, and I wouldn't have aligned him at all with Chad Dorman. But he does have different pictures. Yes, he's got his previous history as well, hasn't he? There is, I do have his mugshot. Hang on, let me just go back. But there is a mugshot of him. I don't know if it's on here, his actual mugshot details. I have got them for my TikTok, but I'm still trying to navigate this, and I haven't managed to fire up on TikTok yet because I'm trying to do stuff like this live is all like it's not something that I'm used to doing. It's different when I'm talking about a topic, but when I'm trying to open up different tabs and stuff and the radio's going and I've got gamers and Little Miss shouting over there. What is his previous? I tried to find him on there, but I couldn't. Is it on this one? Hang on, let me just see. I need about 1 million computers that are all linked up with each other in it. Right, let me just still nothing in the air. It's an aeroplane now. But yeah, there's no. There was a picture of his like mugshot and stuff for that. Let me put the flag back on there because that's easy to see, isn't it? I've just seen a couple of aircraft like buzzing by, but not helicopters. When I get a helicopter, I'm like gonna, like, I might zoom in just a little bit. See, now I've zoomed in a lot. I can't see the air. Oh, there's a little aeroplane there. But there's nothing that in the air, so it makes me think that they probably do have something in the air, but maybe it's off-road. But it all started I don't know what that aeroplane is. Where's the little bit? Oh, this is a pain. iPad is so much better for like messing around and like moving around and stuff. Canadian SH. What's going on? Mathis details. You can see. Why did? Why does it keep doing that? That's insane. It's an insane. It makes me feel like so it makes me feel like that's an emergency but the police and something happened. it surprises me that you're talking about this. I'm not gonna lie, they're talking about this on the air. Yeah. I just want to. I'm gonna do the backup account for TikTok Live and stream. From pictures on TikTok from because we're live later. Let me just put the flight radar on a larger screen. Somebody's got a motorbike. Okay, right now I can switch to go to that one. Let me see. I'm just going to try and read some information. In between everything else that we've got going on. Right, so in between the radio, I am going to try and read the updates on the article here. So I am. So, the authorities in Kentucky have resumed their search for the person of interest after the shooting near Interstate 75, which is on Saturday night, which left at least 7 injured, and some of that is due to the car crash. 5 of that is gunshot wounds. Now, this morning, obviously, they ended the search last night, saying that they kind of got his location and whereabouts contained, so to speak, but the search has resumed this morning, and they are being assisted by other law enforcement agencies. The Laurel Sheriff's Office has written on their Facebook, I have shown that already. There's numerous different posts on there. Now, this guy's got different pictures. Some of them have been taken from his Facebook. Some of them they look like a completely different person, not going to lie. Definitely got Chad Dorman vibe going there. Now, the ground search has resumed. Hi, everyone on my TikTok. Not that it's crazy. Why is this not picking me up? So I want to put this. Oh, there I am. So I want to put this. Oh, there I am. Sorry, guys. Just trying to, navigate life right now. It's not doing so good. I'm just going to flip that around so you guys can see that. So that's the scanner. So we've got the flight radar going there and the police radio. So we're just catching up. This guy is God knows where. They say they have him contained in an area, but they still haven't actually got him, have they? Oh, let's go into my studio. So the ground search has resumed. Now, there hasn't really been any updates from the Sheriff's Department, which if I was in the local area, as I was saying earlier, I would want updates living in the area, but they've not really had them. Hey, Wicked. What's the hangover? Now, the London Laurel Rescue Squad is sending their drone to assist in the search. See, how do they know? Like, kind of unnerves me that they say that they've got this dude contained. Because they haven't got him yet, and yet they're requiring further assistance and stuff. Good old Burger King, yeah. Now, the London Police Department, it's really weird when I'm saying that, because obviously London to me is London in the UK, not London. But this is London in Kentucky. But they are saying that if the public have any information, please share it. And that is in regards to Joseph Couch. Now, like I said, there's been speculation that his mum is defending him. But we don't know the story. We don't know what's gone on, do we? We don't know what's led to this moment, what the motive is, and everything else that's gone on. So we have to wait, and that will come out in time. But this is sad because this just literally comes out like very quickly after the school shootings we've had, with the Appalachia and Yoppatown. There's a manhunt for a gunman in Kentucky. He's just out there. They were looking for him last night. I finished my live last night and then ended up just firing up because Faithless got in touch with me and was like, oh yeah, there's a guy in Kentucky. 5 have been shot. They are still alive. They are not considered to be life threat. Like they're not like they're stable. One of them is to the face. Obviously, that's life changing, isn't it? When it's the face, but they are alive, and he's out there. He's just out there. So we're just listening into the radio. We've got the flight. There's nothing on there still. I feel like the flight radar's broken. It's screwing us all over. So they are saying if anyone knows anything, to give them information. Now he's 32 years. He's white. He's from Woodbine in Kentucky. He's 5'10" roughly. Weighs around 154 pounds. He is considered armed and he is considered dangerous. If you are in the area, do not stay in. According to the Laurel County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the gunshot victim complaining victim complaint on I-75 at exit 49 on Saturday, which was around tea time, their time, 5:30, so that was quite late for us. It is bloody scary, isn't it? Jen! The area where the incident took place is about 8 miles from London, south of Lexington. Not London, UK. London, South Lexington in Kentucky. When they arrived on scene, they found mayhem as 9 vehicles travelling in both directions on the road had been shot at. Oh, I don't know. Didn't quite catch that. I don't think he's dropped his weapon. I don't even think they know where he is. But can you imagine? You're just driving along, minding your own business, and then all of a sudden someone fires a weapon at you. Have they? Ooh, who is out there? Look, who is? Let me search that up. But is that his only weapon? Oh, by the way, as well. No, he's still on the loose. Yeah, I've got the police scanner on in the background. He bought the weapon yesterday. He bought an AR-15 style weapon yesterday with 2,000 rounds for it. Nobody thought to say, hey, dude, why do you need 2,000 rounds to go in your AR? Nobody. No red flag in Kentucky. Let's see anyone else's. Why is that playing? That's a Sometimes his radio is really hard to hear. Who's KLW News? What's he got to say? Clearly not a lot. I kind of wanted someone more official, like. Yeah, he could. Thank you, Jen. Trying to look for someone who's like more official, newsworthy. Hey, Jen. There's another Jen. We're all with the Jens. What's going on outside now?
Hey, today, the news of this shooting has startled this community, and they're waking up this morning to learn that this person of interest is still out there, considered armed and dangerous.
They have had multiple gunshot victims on I-75. The victims have been shot through the windshield.
This morning, the urgent manhunt after a shooting and crash on a Kentucky highway left several injured.
On the driver's side.
And the busy interstate shut down for hours. Right now, police searching for this man, 32-year-old Joseph Couch, calling him a person of interest and armed and dangerous.
He's a person of interest, but he's armed and dangerous.
It happened around 5:30 Saturday evening, just north of London, a small city about 75 miles south of Lexington. Authorities saying 9 vehicles traveling both north and southbound were shot at, leaving 5 people shot, including one in the face, 2 other injuries in a crash.
A couple of our deputies actually, because of the severity of the injuries, loaded the people up, the injured persons, and transported them to London Hospital.
Overnight, London's mayor warning residents to stay home, be vigilant, and call 911 if they're in danger. The shooting and crash closing I-75 for more than 3 hours as first responders converged on the area.
It was a madhouse. We got people on the sides of the road, and maybe some traffic. Windows shot out.
Christina Genoto down to 10.
So hard to talk because every time I talk, the radio kicks in. Normally you can see the drones on here as well, but I'm not seeing anything. Kentucky. Kentucky, Kentucky, Kentucky. Thank you, Jen. To be honest, I mean, he made those threats to the sister-in-law, but the problem we've got is we don't really know what his motive was. But I've heard on the grapevine, and I don't know if it's, you know, how true that this is, but apparently his mum is defending him, and like, we don't know the full story, and she's right, we don't know the full story, so we can't fill in the gaps of what his motive could be, because we don't know what the motive is for this. Like, I mean, there was some information saying that something had happened, like some sort of altercation, and you're going to get all bits of information that come through, and the only thing we can do really is wait for official confirmation of information, but we're not getting that. That's the problem. Like, there's not a lot of information being said. However, they're being very transparent over this radio. Like, the guy could be listening to this radio. So if they were kind of like trying to keep things under wraps and stuff and not let them know what the left and the right hand is doing, they're kind of letting everyone know what he's doing, aren't they, with the police radio, because they haven't taken that to a private channel. Yeah, there will be false information, and so it's really hard to know. So until I kind of see for myself, like officially, what could possibly be the motive for this mess, it's not for me to kind of put it out there, because I honestly, we don't actually know, and they're not being very talkative. So I'm kind of trying to like listen into the radio over here on the tubes, and just kind of keep things ticking over for a bit, because it's really hard. Like, there's not a lot of information at all. So I just thought I'd come on for a little bit, see what's going on, watch the old flight radar, listen to the radio with you guys. Probably going to eat some food in a minute at the same time. But it's hard to know really, because they're not. I would have expected a police conference by now, but there's not been a police press conference either. But Jen was saying that they may have found his weapon. But I mean, it doesn't mean that he hasn't got a spare. I'm going to sneeze in a minute. I mean, that's all we can do really, is sit here and listen to the radio, which, you know, which may not be that exciting to many, but you know, you'd kind of like to think that by the close of today they've got their man, right? God, it's 6:30 already. Oh yeah, I can actually show you now some of his other pictures. This is on my TikTok, by the way. I can't show you on there because I've not mastered the art of. But does this guy not give you Chad Dorman vibes, right? In this picture, this is the one I'm using on the thumbnail. He looks like Dorman there. And this was taken from his profile picture, a bit concerning, from his Facebook profile. I'm just going to quickly show you and then move it quickly. Concerning, right? I'm hoping that's like some Halloween costume. But this is his arrest information. So February 12, bond 1,000, gender male. And as you can see on the bottom, terroristic, threatening in the 3rd degree. So this is his previous. So he's got a record, but he was able to just walk in and buy an AR style weapon and, you know, 2,000 rounds to take out with him for the day. And this is where we get back to the gun law debate and how people feel and don't feel about it and stuff. So Teresa yesterday. So yeah, like if you're listening to me, I'm communicating between like YouTube and here. But yesterday evening, quite late our time, tea time, Kentucky time, some guy decided that he actually went out in the morning, bought a weapon, an AR style weapon with 2,000 rounds. Oh, I see the helicopter. We have a helicopter. Is it the police? They're not saying. So I'm going to keep my little tabs on that one because I want to see where it goes. I want to see if it goes to the highway on the I. And I. This helicopter just appeared from no bloody where, by the way. So I don't know if this is anything to do with this or if this is just a passing by helicopter because there's no information. Anyway, so he decides he's going to open fire. He shoots 5 people. This causes chaos, obviously, and then 2 injured from the chaos of the cars. On the run in Kentucky. In this area here that you don't time me out, rude. I'm not paying for it because it's free on my app. What the hell? I never asked you to zoom out. We'll soon know if this helicopter's got any business here because it will go round in bloody circles, won't it? Sorry about the child in the background. So that's the I-75. Yeah, it is. It's scary. It's scary that someone can come out and just go and buy this size weapon. Like, oh, you know, with a history that this guy has got as well, you know? Like, come on now. Like, where's my helicopter gone? What's going on? I promise you there is no unalivement going on in my house. Oh. There is no unaliving going on. My child is playing a game. Now, is he going to circle? Where did all these aeroplanes come from? Anyone? Right, what the hell? The iPad is so much better. NA may be completely NA. Now that could just be going off. I don't think that's anything to do with what we're watching out for. Wait, where's my little lines? I like the little lines. All these airplanes come from. You're right. Right. I kind of feel like I don't want to interrupt the flow of this radio. I'm going to turn the screen around a minute, guys. While I hate you want to see that. Look at that. But there's not a massive load of coverage on this either. Like that helicopter's being a pain in the arse, isn't it? It's deliberately going down to the adverts. I ain't seeing the drones neither. Let's see what this. Well, Woodbine is down there. Oh, is there? It's on their main website. Or page. Hello, Hidden Gems. We are doing something different tonight. We are with a very special guest, a guest. I'm not seeing anything on the YouTubes. I'm looking.
There's going to be several of the open on the ridge, the interstate.
Not on the Facebook page. And that Woodbine is from where he's from, isn't it? I'm thinking. What is that helicopter doing? That helicopter's going around in bloody circles down there. Yeah. Look, guys, going around in circles. And Woodbine. Not far from where the family came from. That's Woodbine. And this NA helicopter is just circling. Flight radar 24. And grey is not far either. No. Where are you looking, Faithless? Where are you getting the information from, Faithless? Because I'm not seeing anything. See, I'm on the Facebook page, but there's nothing there. They might have access to stuff I don't have access to. Because there's my news channels as well. See, that chopper's going round in circles. I know, Rusty. Well, there's apparently been an update, but I've not been able to locate it. Bear with me. I'm still trying to figure out live YouTube stuff. One won't let me leave the room, Little Miss Vodka. And the other one's doing okay. She doesn't care if I'm in the room or not. That helicopter's done its circulating and now it's buggering off again, look. There's just nothing. Like, I'm not sure where they're getting that stream from. But it's not the Laurel County, because I'm on there. So according to the Laurel Public Affairs, Deputy Gilbert Asiar said it's not believed to be so it's not a road rage incident. Forest Farms Road. The AR-15 has been. Authorities believe he could be in the area 49, but unsure of the exact location. So has he got another weapon? Multiple motives are being looked at. But according to Couch, their main priority is keeping the person safe.
we located an AR-15. It's going to be processed, and it is in a wooded area next to the interstate, in a location that he could have shot down upon the interstate from that wooded location. Questions?
Can you give us any details about where you found the vehicle?
It's on a Forest Service road at the top of the hill off of exit 49, down another little trail off of that Forest Service road, very near the interstate, but not close enough that the person of interest could have fired from that location. He's had to walk on over toward the interstate, which is where we recovered the weapon at.
What kind of car?
It's I think they said it was a silver color Honda CRX or CRV or something of that sort, a smaller SUV style type vehicle.
He's still considered a person of interest.
Yeah, for now. I think we can deduce that he's a suspect, but we'll still say person of interest at this point.
Based on the bullet fragments, do you believe that the AR-15 was the weapon that was used to, shoot into the interstate, or could there be a different, firearm that's still?
No, we believe this was the weapon.
How many bullets did you find in the vehicle? I mean, were there more rounds that you hadn't used yet in the vehicle?
No, there was a gun case, and not a weapon, and that gun case was in there last night when we recovered the vehicle, so we were fairly confident that we were in the right direction on this case.
Anything else noteworthy in the vehicle?
No, nothing else.
Do you know who the weapon was registered to?
Not at this time, no.
You still believe in it?
But you have the AR-15 that was used to.
We did, that we believe to have been used. We'll have to let ballistics tell us whether it was fully charged magazines.
But he may have another weapon on him.
He could very easily have another weapon. Yes, that's correct.
Anything else that you've discovered during your search today to indicate that, like pieces of clothing or anything that he's there in the woods somewhere?
No, not really. And again, as I stated earlier today, the woods are so thick there, and it's such a remote area. It's slow going.
Is your theory that he dropped his AR-15 after the shooting and just ran?
We're speculating on that. We're not sure quite why that he would abandon his weapon and magazines.
Was the weapon loaded when we found it?
They haven't touched it because they want the federal people that are there to process the scene.
Is there a magazine in the rifle?
I can't address it. I'm not sure.
How far was the weapon from the vehicle?
Some distance.
You mentioned earlier there was a lucky break. I imagine the car was part of the
That was a huge lucky break because that gave us a suspect to start looking
How
for.
did you come upon the car?
Good police work. We were in the woods up there looking, trying to figure out before it got dark where somebody could have been up there, and we stumbled upon it. So just good police work.
Were the dogs able to use that vehicle for scent?
I can't address it. I'm not sure.
Do you feel like the search is going well? Like you're gaining
I think it's wonderful that we found a weapon. I think that shows everyone that we're headed in the right direction, that there is a suspect possibly still there. At this point, we don't know whether we're getting reports that he could be elsewhere, but we're still going on the premise that he's up there in the woods.
So you found the weapon in the last hours?
Yes, in the last hour. Yes, ma'am. Just nothing else noteworthy, just that gun case.
Could you repeat? You said that he could be elsewhere, so he could potentially not be in that.
Well, we're not gonna rule that out. That's not good police work. I mean, we hope and we believe that he's up there. That's why we're saturating that area. But we are looking in other directions just to err, to be safe. We don't want to rule that out, is what I'm saying.
Has anyone called in saying that they've seen anyone that looks like him, or that picture that
We probably had 100 or more calls all over this county and all over Whitley County that we've seen him. We saw him in a Kroger's. We've been bombarded with those calls, and that's fine because maybe one of them will pan out